Quick disclaimer before I start, please do not go and harass Nick with the things that I'm saying. I'm doing this slightly for comedy and also just to put my relevant thoughts into the situation. Don't go tell Nick to kill himself just because I don't like him. Thank you.
And of course this isn't put correctly, but you know, I have to do everything by myself around here. I have to do everything by myself.
This is the same line that my dad often uses when he's worked for 10 hours straight, then had to clean the house and prepare dinner for the rest of us, and also has to clean the kitchen again right after. Except, Nick uses this line when all he does is eat for a living.
Looks good, Oh my god! Wow, really?
Oh fuck, what now? You gonna act like a fucking toddler when your order isn't perfect again?
Gonna spill juice all... If this was... I should have let's spill it a little bit.
Nick stutters so much here that I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. Does he have a speech impediment along with multiple eating and mental disorders?
Yes, I'm suing!
It's official. He's fully embraced the Karen mentality. Also, good luck with suing Mr. Beast.
Look at that. Unacceptable. What's wrong with you?
Nick barely elaborates what he's even having a breakdown about right now. He points at his normal-looking drinks and says, "What's wrong with you? Unacceptable." What is he even talking about?
Putting juice, liquid, with little microscopic holes in the tops into these bags so that they can leak and get all over my nice clean bed. Common sense. Duh, where's the occurrence?
How spoiled is this dude? Seriously, I'm 14 and I do more work than him in one day than he probably does in 5 months. What does he do? Film himself eating and crying every day, edit the videos, post them, maybe film another, and go back to sleep. I consider myself lazy and spoiled, but I still do not have the right to eat in bed and then complain and cry when the slightest of spills happen. You know what you do? You go get your ass out of bed, clean the mess up. If you can't stand the change of soda stain on your white bed sheets, then fucking change them and stop crying about it. As I said, I'm a person with a pretty luxurious lifestyle, but I still work hard every day, whether that be at school, at work, when I come home and clean the house a bit every day because that's what is expected of a normal person. Even I am not working as hard as many others that I know. This also applies to the poor workers who are either constantly farming or working in factories in other second and third world countries that don't have it as good as us. Those workers have the right to complain when the smallest of spills happen because they're probably living a pretty shitty lifestyle. Nick, however, just eats all day and sits on his butt and then goes on the computer and sits more and then goes to sleep and just lies around and does nothing more. This is the most spoiled person I have ever seen on the internet, and how he handles minor inconveniences when his food drops or when something spills is honestly a bit offending. Okay, mini rant over.
Wow. Okay. All right. Well, I didn't order 2 chickens. See that? Okay. If you're going to make a system that helps the consumer identify what's in these boxes, then use it correctly. Use it correctly.
Nick also acts like he knows everything, and the second he doesn't like something, he calls everyone else stupid.
No label. Oh, great. Contamination. Lawsuit.
What does the absence of a label have to do with contamination? This guy acts like he knows everything, and then he says stuff like this.
So spillage, inconvenience, emotional distress, and negligence.
That emotional distress is all you, buddy. What do normal people do when they accidentally spill soda? They think, ah, shit, and then clean it up, and it never bothers them again.
Diet.
Yeah, they saw who was ordering and switched one of them to diet for a reason.
I ordered 2 Cokes. Diet Coke is unhealthy. Learn something.
You really shouldn't be mad saying something is unhealthy after the last 3 or 4 years. By saying learn something, you said probably the most hypocritical statement I've ever seen. I only just realized that his shirt comes off as slightly transphobic. It is the same vibes as the attack helicopter joke. This doesn't really make sense to me though, because Nick himself is gay, so why would he make a shirt half mocking the trans community? Then again, he's got a bad reputation for being hypocritical, not thinking things through, so it's not that weird once you think about it.
It's what they do. It's marketing. They have their word diet, which consumers think, oh, slim. Actually, if you Google, this uses asinine or aspiramine or whatever it's called.
Do you mean aspartame, you fat dink? Is it hard to look at things on the fucking label?
Well, great. This is not even not enough food. Starvation today.
Dude, that's enough to feed me and my 2 siblings. Also, looking at you, you could probably go for a year without food before you start starving. Just like that, he's insulted another big group of people. First it was the working class that is constantly on their feet to work hard to keep their houses, only to be treated shit by their landlords and boss. Then the trans community with that awful shirt, and now he's being extremely insensitive to those in third world countries who are legitimately starving to death and living through famines or droughts. What's next, Nick? You gonna say the N-word to complete the list?
Again, this is, remember Penguinz, moist criticals? Oh, but I want to look out for you.
Notice how Nick is still milking that Penguinz0 drama, and Charlie likely saw his most recent videos and said, fuck it, it's not worth it anymore, I'm not making any more videos on this guy.
Well, guess what? It's kind of playing into it. I'm ordering less food, subconsciously.
You know, maybe it actually is playing into Nick ordering less food. He hasn't eaten as much recently, and I don't know if Nick is actually toning it down a bit, meaning that behind the camera he's taken Charlie's advice, or if he's playing it up as Charlie is mind controlling him to get more attention, or maybe he just hasn't felt as gluttonous in the past few videos, and it coincidentally lined up right after Charlie told him he's gonna die if he keeps this up.
Seasoned fries. Just fine.
Finally, after 3 straight minutes of screaming and making everyone pissed, he actually opens his food and starts eating.
Stupidity! Stupidity! You stupid!
Click the link below and get yourself a cameo.
He always puts his cameo sponsorship in the middle of random ass moments, especially mid-sentence. Then, right after he's calmly talking about his cameo, it goes back to this shit.
Else, it makes a great gift. Link below.
I'm gonna starve now. First, we're gonna try this chicken sandwich for Mr. Beastie Boo. Oh, it's big. Here we go. Here we go. Beastie Boo Boo's sandwich. Beastie Boo Boo's sandwich. I was in my lane, I was doing my thing, and everyone's saying that I'm the drama queen, that, oh, well, you're milking it. I didn't even start this!
Of course, since he's melting down over food dropped like a toddler, he must also use the phrase, well, he started it, to fully get the effect of being a spoiled man-child.
And he got 5 million views by using my face and my journey, my story.
Does he not realize that that's how commentary channels work? You talk about someone else and give your opinions on the situation. That's just how it be. I don't feel like people should be crying over stolen content unless the video was 100% ripped from the channel. If it's a reaction video and the person is just sitting there in the upper right corner not saying anything, then it's stealing. If a person, like Charlie, is giving a new perspective of the situation, giving new stuff to talk about, then it's actual commentary. Gonna be honest here, I don't want to talk about everything. There's so much stuff I want to talk about packed into literally every second. Basic summary is that he talks about Charlie more, cries, and then keeps playing the victim while eating. Oh my god, close your mouth, that's fucking disgusting. All of that was only a couple minutes of the actual video, but here's my full thoughts on this. There are times when Nick is obviously acting when crying, and there are times when it's at least a little more convincing. The police siren sounds he made doesn't seem to be real to me. Who cries that loud over food dropping? But in his response video to Charlie, and in this video, he often sounds legitimately upset, but here's why I still don't feel sympathy for him. It is a bad thing that he woke up to thousands of Charlie's fans harassing him. Charlie legitimately feels bad for this, and he publicly shamed his fans who went straight to Nick's channel just to be assholes. But the way Nick handled this was obviously to stir more drama. He could have made a short video talking about it in a calm voice, not spazzing out, addressing everything that made him upset, and I think if he did that and didn't scream and cry like usual, then people would probably feel a lot more sympathy for him. I sure would. I'm sure Charlie would. He would probably apologize if all this distress was real, but instead of handling it in a calm manner, he screams and cries and yells for almost an hour straight. Maybe Charlie is in the wrong, but the way the two are portraying themselves, Charlie is calm and logical, while Nick screams like a fucking child who didn't get the right size of lollipop. Which side do you think people are going to take? The tired adult or the child that is making everyone deaf? Anyway, that's it for this episode of ranting about shit that makes me upset. If you want to see more, please like and subscribe as it helps me make more content, and then you get notified when I stream or upload again. Bye!